Welcome back, Aquarius. This session will be in regards to your pathway of enlightenment messages. I will take my time with this session. I'll say this, I will try to take my time. Seems like every time I say, Aquarius, I'm going to take my time with your session. For some reason, it just flows and we're done with your session. I want to make sure you understand what messages come out for you in regards to your pathway of enlightenment messages. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what messages come up for you, my love. Once I get to what I'm trying to tap into, here we go. Okay, Aquarius. As I do the introduction, let me go ahead and decide. I'm going to take a look at some I believe this is my self reflection deck. I want to make sure because this deck is called, I can't believe that I'm having fog, mental fog right now. This is self it's gonna come to me. This deck has been titled, it's not self-assurance, it is self, oh my gosh. Let me find the card, Aquarius, so that I can tell you the name of this deck. If you are experiencing brain fog like me, Aquarius, make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Drink some water. And this is not my self-assurance deck. This is it's self something. I'm going to get to it because there's a main card here. I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason. It's been a minute since I reset this deck, and so we're making sure that all the cards are upright by me trying to find the title of this deck. Everything happens for a reason. So by the time we finish resetting this deck, I should know what is the name of this deck. Self-awareness. That's what this deck is called, self-awareness. I knew it. I was like, it's self, but I just can't think of the remaining, what's attached to self, is self-awareness. So we're going to pull some self-awareness messages starting off your session of, self-awareness, starting your session of your pathway of enlightenment. Before we take a look at some doors, I'm going to take a look at self, Aquarius. All right. And just FYI, your next 72 is available on the SGL Tarot Podcast. You can click the, let me open up the About Me section and let's see if it's in there. So if you go into the description box and scroll up, you will see it says SGL Tarot Podcast, and you can click the link. All right. And I believe in the description box, you can copy and paste where it says SGL Tarot Podcast. Don't copy that line. You want to copy the second line. And what I will do, Aquarius, now that I see that, I will make sure there's a space in between, and I will put copy and paste next to that. I will fix that now that I see that, because if you copy and paste it all together, nothing is going to process. For those of you who, you know, don't see to just copy the HTTPS. I'm learning to be tech savvy, so bear with me. Let me reset this deck, Aquarius. So let me go ahead and start the introduction. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Aquarius. Thank you. If you are another zodiac sign and you resonate with this session, and you have Aquarius placements, or you are just in Aquarius energy at this time, all I ask of you is that you do not force any of the channel messages. With what you resonate with, if you're wanting extended, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com, or you can navigate the description box and go to Etsy and select what works for you. Okay. All right. If you are new, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Aquarius, if you are irritated and you're not wanting to be nurtured at this time, just go ahead and step away and go back into tarot land. I will make sure that this live is available for you for when you are ready to be open to the nurturing that I'm going to serve you in this session. Okay. All right, Aquarius. What are some self-awareness messages for my Aquarius, please? Thank you. All right, you have analysis trying to come through, Aquarius. This is, we have insensitive. Don't get carried away, Aquarius. Let me count the cards, because all of these, the cards that show the word is what's being taken. Once we're not able to see any more words, the remaining goes back. So you have analysis, insensitive, disregard, soul searching, reflection, self-conscious, disinterest, thoughtless. It looks like we are going to be taking this deck, this whole thing. All right, let's see what's going on, Aquarius. A calm. We got to make room for Aquarius. Everyone, please. Aquarius needs a room. You're too close. You're too close, okay? Aquarius, are you ready for that type of treatment? You have exploration. We got to slow down here. Let me just tell you what's next, then we're going to break this down. All right, you have exploration, concept, and false promises, Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius, I will say this. Don't get lost in attention, Aquarius, and definitely do not get lost in your perception. When it comes to an analysis, this is masculine energy, Aquarius. It's not saying that you're going to take or accept masculine energy. Before we go into this pathway of enlightenment, when I speak of feminine and masculine energy, I am not speaking of gender. I am speaking of masculine and feminine energy. And let me break it down to you. I'm going to Google it. I'm not going to Bing it. I'm not going to Yahoo it. Just we're not going to do Cambridge research. It's just simple. What is masculine energy and what is feminine energy? So I'm going to start off with the masculine energy. Masculine energy. And just to give a direct explanation. All right. So, and you know what? And this is not what I'm looking for. It's saying male energy or masculine energy, and I am not. It clarifies. Okay. So it says a non-gendered concept representing traits like action, focus, logic, and assertive, often associated with providing structure and achieving goals. So I'm referencing to masculine energy. I am not referencing to male energy. And let's go ahead and look at feminine energy. So analysis is masculine energy, but just because we are on the subject, feminine energy encompasses intuitive, receptive, creative, and nurturing qualities. And I'm serving you feminine energy in this session. All right, it is needed, Aquarius. So I am going to tread very lightly with your pathway of enlightenment because I don't want you to get lost and I don't want you to lose yourself, because it definitely shows in your self-awareness messages, just from me just scheming through. Okay. And I need you to be careful for those takers out there in the world who can identify you and smell you a mile away. Aquarius. And these people are called takers. All right. And that's their job. They do not feel any remorse. And we're not going to be harsh and say that they're soulless. They're just people who take. And if they identify an Aquarius who's willing to give, right, freely, definitely Aquarius, you're going to have some people, some takers willing to take from you. So Aquarius, I need you to be ready, and so that you can be able to see your takers a mile away. I want you to be able to smell them before you are able to identify them, like you're able to smell a taker a mile away. Okay. With this analysis here, this masculine energy, Aquarius, give me a word of advice, please. Don't misconstrue analysis with judgment. Analysis is facts. Okay. If a taker shows up, do not convince yourself that they are not a taker. Do not convince yourself the benefit of the doubt, Aquarius. I need you to outgrow the nature of giving to a taker, because a taker is showing up to do their job, and that is to take, my love. Okay. Tamia, I do see your message. I'll get to that. I see a lot. I see you. Just let me focus and I'll get to you. Okay. But moving forward, and I think it's best that I don't read your message, because one thing about me, I don't do the gangster or present a sense of firmness. I am about that life. And like I said, I'm supposed to show up in a nurturing, and I don't want any of my Aquariuses or any other zodiac sign to miss out on their message to Mia. So let's just stop and give Tamia some space here. What did Tamia say? Uh, um, and nothing in the sense of words that I would repeat. Tamia, I can see I'm giving you the attention that you need at this time, since I am being guided to show up to serve nurturing. Let me pull you a word of advice, since we are able to, and we are with this analysis energy that's pulling out in this session, we are able to see that you are needing attention. Okay. The fact that we can camouflage, right, our weaknesses and our sadness, and a sense of needing nurturing, and we sometimes act foolish, which you are doing, and that's okay. I've been foolish sometimes, Give me a word of advice for Tamia, who is in their foolish energy. All right. You're needing acceptance at this time. Okay. And I'm happy that you showed up in this type of impulsiveness, Tamia Moore. Is and your last name holds weight. So I need you to mature, Tamia. Okay. Your last name definitely holds some weight. And you need to accept that no one is going to entertain your foolishness, and you are going to allow people to continue to uh, put you to the side because of your childish behavior. You will flourish from this impulsive behavior that you do, but you have to accept that this has to stop. And within 24 hours, watch the change. Okay. Those who are not entertaining you will be more accepting once you're able to stop the foolishness. Okay. But it's definitely noticeable. All right. Tamia. All right. Peace will definitely evolve in this situation. Okay. Moving forward. But I will remove this because it's no longer needed. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle. Do I have the comment thing on so that we can see the comments come through? They should come through because I didn't see that. Just something just so happenly said look up, and I looked up and I was like, oh, okay. And then something said, no, get this out of the way because this person needs, oh, Tamia has a name. Tamia Moore needs to hear a message. And Tamia, I hope you accept that message. And moving forward, allow the transition to happen. Okay. All right. Moving forward, we have analysis and exploration here and concept. Now, give me a new, fresh word of advice for this analysis so we can figure out what needs to be explored in self-awareness. There's understanding that needs to take place with the concept of needing to know what to do. All right. And you need to be able to smell your takers coming, then allowing them to be so close to you, Aquarius. All right. To where they're able to confiscate or hijack or intrude. I don't want you to no longer allow your takers to get that close to you. We have courage coming through. Okay. Aquarius, you have to know to say no. What is the word of advice for this exploration? What you don't see is honesty, lying to yourself. Honesty is in the air, but it's facing left, meaning you lie to yourself, convincing yourself to give the benefit of the doubt. Stop doing that, Aquarius. You have balance, the lack of luster. Do you want to be loyal to an illusion, Aquarius? Or do you want to start being honest with yourself and put your foot down and say, hey, I am no longer feeding a taker? I don't see any vampire energy. I just see takers, people who their job is like, a taker, someone who is a thief. But not all takers are thieves. When a taker says that they're a taker, they're coming to take, they're being honest. Meaning, if you, Aquarius, if you're going to give me all you got and I don't have to do anything, I'm not stealing from you. You're giving to me. But I need you to understand the difference from a thief and a taker. Okay. And if you want me to be honest with you, Aquarius, you're robbing your own self. You're your own thief. And you're being asked to stop doing that. You need to turn this honesty around. All right. So that it can bring balance into your life, my love. And a taker then will know not to approach and take from you. You know that saying, when you respect yourself, a person who also respects themselves will give you the respect that you deserve. Takers won't come to infiltrate. They'll respect you, Aquarius. All right, let's move forward. All right, so you have false promises. This was at the bottom of the deck. I remember this. I don't know how this got to the top of the deck, Aquarius, but I'm going to take it how it is. All right. This false promises that's coming through, that could be a challenge, right? Don't fall short. And don't be so quick to sign something. Don't be so quick to fall for the perception. And I'm being guided to tell you, Aquarius, it doesn't matter what you choose to be a part of or what endeavors you choose to participate in. There's always going to be a high and a low. But I want you to understand perception and deception. It's like, say you want to join an organization and it just looks too good to be true. The too good to be true is to get you to join. All right. And once you join, you're stuck like glue. Not everybody gets out of when you join something. Not everybody gets the opportunity to depart from a sworn in contract, Aquarius. And so when it comes to this false promise is you want to be careful, Aquarius, with falling for the bait. Okay. A true fisherman, either they're fishing for a sport, they're fishing to survive, or they're fishing for the experience where you share, you create an experience where no one loses. And you have to kind of figure out where you are. Are you the person that's creating the experience where you are, and then it depends on what kind of fishing. Are you fishing in the deep? You know what I mean? Are you casting your reel, or are you getting down and dirty and getting in the swamps and getting, the nasty of the nasty? It just depends, Aquarius. And I don't want to go too deep and get you lost into this false promise. I just want you to understand that to understand something that's too good to be true, to be able to decipher it if it's deception, an illusion, or this is you signing yourself up for something that you won't be able to like persevere in. It's kind of like going in battle when you don't need to go into battle. It's kind of like signing yourself up for something that you're not ready for, Aquarius. So you want to be mindful of that too. We have this calm here. All right. Everyone makes mistakes, Aquarius. All right. Whether they're intentional mistakes or just mistakes, learning mistakes. So you need to be honest with yourself, and moving forward, honesty will be honest with you, Aquarius. You have thoughtless, disinterest, self-conscious coming through. Just pass. I don't know why that movie School Days is going through my head. There is this scene, and that it's supposed to be symbolic of the feminine vagina. I guess. And listen, when I saw this movie, I was a minor and I should not have been able to watch this movie. And it just feels like Aquarius. If things make you feel uncomfortable, remove yourself. Do not go through any experiences that make you feel uncomfortable, Aquarius. Because I was hearing that scene, just pass the pussy, pass the pussy. And this is a sense of initiation, hazing, Aquarius. Don't allow anyone to haze you, Aquarius, because you will sell yourself short. We have reflection, soul searching, and disregard and insensitive. Yeah. Don't lose your self identity by allowing people to haze you, Aquarius, without you realizing that that's what's happening. It's like there's some Aquariuses in the collective. When it comes to your identity, you're going through an initiation and not even realizing that you are going through an initiation. And it's an initiation without your permission. So you want to be mindful of owning your identity, Aquarius. And that masculine energy is your protective mechanism so that you can be able to see. Okay. You need to be able to see, Aquarius. But for the most part, when it comes to takers, don't freely give. My biggest concern is, Aquarius, is you deceiving yourself and lying to yourself. All right, that's my biggest concern. What is the outcome message for Aquarius regarding that self-awareness messages? Oh, and some of you Aquarius, you're not going to see until after you allow a taker to take, and you're going to have your epiphany, and you're going to say, SGL told me. It's okay. It's just a learning lesson where it positions you to no longer lie to yourself. When it comes to giving the benefit of the doubt, some of you Aquarius are ready to now, but that experience initiates you into another level of takers. Okay. You have the Nine of Swords, Aquarius. All right. And this is what takers are smelling. Where, Lord forbid you're not a smoker, because smoking lets a taker know that you're worried and that you are needing help. So just to let you know, if you're able to stop smoking, definitely do so, because you'll stop. You won't. How do I say this? You won't put yourself in a position where a taker would do whatever they can to get in where they fit in. The Nine of Swords says, Aquarius, fear is an awful thing, and it's difficult to reach out for help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief or sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you regain control over your troubles. And so you are just the bait, Aquarius. You're being asked not to trauma bond with anybody, because that's where they find the hole to infiltrate. You need to give this to divine, give it to God, go see a professional. Okay. You do not need to become a victim. All right. I refuse to allow you to do so. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. With justice. Don't be blinded by material things. And then you have the Sun coming through with the King of Cups. So it's Aquarius. just know that when the universe gets you out of a situation, don't put yourself back in it. Okay. Just don't do it. Because when you do that, the levels get harder. All right. And there's different levels of trained takers. Okay. And takers, their job is to take. So if you're waiting for a taker who has taken from you, Aquarius, to feel some type of way or to feel remorse, and the apology that's way overdue hasn't came in, well, you go ahead and you keep waiting. Give Aquarius a self-care message, please. Because the taker did their job, and you have to heal from the fact that you are a victim of allowing a taker to take from you. You fill in the blank of what has been taken. Was it your kindness? Was it your emotions? Was it your time? Was it your vulnerability? Was it your essence? Was it your money? You know, that's your, I can't tell you that part. You have to fill in the blank. And that's when the healing starts to take place. That's when the shift starts to take place, Aquarius. I'm here to serve you, but you have to do the work. Okay. Give me some self-care messages for Aquarius. Thank you. Intentions. Focus on your attention and oh goodness gracious, Aquarius, my doctor prescribed me this medication and oh my goodness, I'm gonna call my doctor tomorrow and say, how dare you? I read I just have to take a breather and drink some water, Aquarius, because I feel like I feel like I've drinking 10 cups of coffee and I don't like this feeling at all. I do not like it. Oh my goodness gracious, just let me take a pause here and just collect myself. I read all the fine lines before consuming the medication, and it said that, you know, if I have an upset stomach, to eat some crackers or eat a meal or whatever. And I had already had eaten. So I said, okay, this will be fine. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so embarrassed, Aquarius. I feel so embarrassed because I feel like I've drunk 10 cups of coffee and I do not like that feeling at all. At all. The situation, Aquarius, when it comes to your self-care, focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy an experience twice. So follow your intuition. And then you have this energy here, this cup. Look at it. I'm going to say that's hot chocolate. Chocolate. It's beautiful. We're not going to say that's coffee. I don't like coffee right now. I really don't. You're going to want to give. And this is the part where I tell you, Aquarius, no, because takers will take. And I do not want your heart to be broken. And I don't want you to position yourself where you have to rebuild yourself up again. Okay, because not every Aquarius is going to be able to follow suit to just rebuild themselves. It's a process. And so when it comes to this cup, people smell this cup, Aquarius. Teach us how to protect you. Teach us how. Show us how you're going to drink your own cup of love, Aquarius. What are you going to do with that cup? What are you going to do with this energy? Instead of giving, show. And make that a priority. Make yourself number one. All right? And you're being asked, it says, Aquarius, why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? And then it says, people start to heal the moment they feel heard. So show us, Aquarius, how you take care of your What else? Give me a I am message for Aquarius. I need to eat something. Guidance and freedom through faith. If you have something to say, then say it, Aquarius. Don't bite your tongue. When it comes to guidance, divine has your back. I want you to enjoy this energy. And this energy is feminine energy, Aquarius. Put being passive to the side. I don't know if you've heard it, but there's this trend going on, Aquarius, where people are starting to live the soft life, Aquarius. If you know anything about that, maybe you need to take a look into that. Give me the outcome in regards to self-care, please. Is Aquarius going to make themselves a priority? What you don't see with the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Sun, the Justice with the Nine of Cups, which were already displayed, the Emperor. Oh yeah, you are, but you're going to be in your masculine energy. That's the thing. You're going to start off you're going to be heavy in your masculine energy before you get into this soft energy, Aquarius. And that could be a hard pill to swallow for some of you, but it's a process. All right. What other messages do you have for Aquarius? What are some door of opportunities for Aquarius? The doors of opportunity for my Aquarius, please. I thought I was tripping. I was like, wait a minute, Aquarius. This pill is kicking in. And you're probably like, oh, what is going on? SGL, why are you taking a pill? Well, listen, let me tell you this. All is well. All right. A door of change. This is the door of opportunity that's presenting itself to you, Aquarius. You have options. You can adapt. You can go through a transformation. You can transition, or you can evolve. So you have options when it comes to change. The only thing is just I need you to not disregard our takers, because I need you to understand that every time you pass the test of dealing with the taker, I need you to understand that it's like a level. You know, have you ever played a game, Aquarius? It's like, you know, certain games stop at a certain level. Well, when it comes to takers, there is no level that stops. So let's say you dealt with a taker that's at level 10, their experience at a level 10. All right. There is no ending level when it comes to a taker. All right. So I need you to stay on your A game at all times. And when you find yourself getting comfortable, Aquarius, that should be the red flag. Get back to your you know, your pet, whatever that is, because that comfortable place can create infiltration. It could, you know, position you. And I don't want you to experience anything that makes you feel like you've done anything wrong. It's just what is it that I'm supposed to tell Aquarius? It's just what? It's just what? It's just what? It's just a storm warning and healing of ages. As you persevere, takers, you grow, you learn, and there's going to be times where you are going to give in to certain takers. And, those experiences are going to mold you. You're going to have, you know, if you're currently going through a storm now, tell the storm to be still, Aquarius, and allow the sun to come out in the morning. Okay. One thing about the sun is that it's going to show up. And you don't have to go through lessons of storms. You can go on a break and go on lessons of paradises, but that's up to you. That's why I said, Aquarius, you've been initiated without even realizing that you have been initiated. The sacred archangel, second chakra archangel Ariel. I believe Ariel is the angel of creativity. I believe is it Ariel? No, that's Uriel. Ariel is going to be the sun that comes out in the morning for you. If you're currently going through a storm, you just have to stop lying to yourself, Aquarius. If you're currently going through a storm, tell the storm to be still. The sun is going to come in the sense of enlightenment, but it's Archangel Ariel coming through to bring a sense of calmness. This healing energy is going to position you to make a choice. Are you going to allow this experience to close out so that you can heal? Or are you going to accept the fact that you are a healer and takers comes with the territory? It's kind of like you just have to accept that. That's why smelling of smell. That's why it's best for you to be able to smell them a mile away, so that when they finally get not close to you, but once they're able to see that you are a healer, they will back away. Aquarius, give me a word of advice for that, please. What is the door that is going to assist Aquarius in this situation? Healing is in reverse. Some of you Aquariuses don't want that responsibility. You can't run away from your gifts. The fact that you can see, even if you don't want to see, you'll see it in your dreams. This is something that was passed down to you. You have heavy Libra. Aquarius, when people are in your presence, you don't have to tell a person about themselves. Your presence automatically casts this judgment on them. You're a very powerful being. There's only so far that I can go. There was a question that this cycle is not going to be done until you are ready to tell the storm to be still. Aquarius, what's at the bottom of the deck? Who is that? Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. You're going to see orbs, Aquarius, musician, and tell the storm to be still, Aquarius, because you have a legion of takers coming your way. And I'm not trying to scare you, Aquarius. It's just, you know, you can feed an army. That's how strong you are. Yeah, you have people coming to feed off of you, your energy. Some people just want to have the experience to say, just to be able to say something. Overall, I am message for my Aquarius, please. Let me get another pathway of enlightenment spread for you, Aquarius. You have wisdom, Aquarius. Fret not. When it comes to wisdom that you already possess, it said God has a plan. God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't forget things to happen fast than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences and take small steps in faith and succeed thanks to all of my efforts. Aquarius, you got this. And you know you do. I think Aquarius, you have a little rebel in yourself. And you need to stop testing. Don't test the unknown that you don't have no experience with, because you need divine to teach you and your guides to assist you with knowing how to protect yourself. Okay. All right. You have flow coming through, Aquarius. It says you are learning the rhythm of trust and surrender. Forces larger than you are moving everything perfectly. Relax into the current and allow life to unfold. Now, ain't that confirmation, Aquarius? What you don't see is full and receiving. Ooh, Aquarius. Transcendence. I don't think you're ready for your gifts, Aquarius. And I'm not saying that to make you feel like you're incapable. I think that you need to allow divine to show you that divine doesn't play about their anointing. Because I'm trying to say a child of God. And I want you to feel like you're an adult. So if you're afraid to step into your adulthood, you don't have to force it. Okay. I just need you to stop sacrificing yourself. Stop allowing takers to take from you. Because there is a legion of takers coming in just to be able to say they had access to you, Aquarius. And this could be prevented. Realignment. Yeah, it could be prevented, Aquarius. I'm being guided to stop with that deck. Give me some frequencies that Aquarius can work with. Aquarius. What are some frequencies that Aquarius can work with? Allowance. You have everything that you need. The frequency of allowance invites you to be open to whatever comes your way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow the universe to become our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Aquarius, this is what I'm going to tell you, and don't say that I did not tell you. You better work. That's what I'm going to tell you. You better work. And when these takers come in, you make sure that they put respect on your name. This is a moment where you teach takers. I don't know how to explain it. You are in a position where the takers will work for you. What do you need, Aquarius? All right, I'm going to go get it. Then the taker's coming in to take from you. This is an allowance from the universe. What you going to do with it, Aquarius? Splitting the deck, the world. What are you going to do with it? Because you definitely have the world on your side when it comes to the world, Aquarius. So you are definitely tapped into the collective earth, air, fire, and water sign. Aquarius, you are in alignment. The world says, Aquarius, the bed is on you, Aquarius. And that comes from a good place. Anywho, it says if the world reveals itself in an upright position, it is showing that there is a great unity and wholeness. Something big is happening soon, a marriage, birth, new job, or something similar. Your efforts are being noticed and you will soon reap the rewards, Aquarius. Aquarius, those were some pathway of enlightenment messages that came out for you, Aquarius. I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. I will apologize in advance, Aquarius, because the way this session went is I was being guided to do it that way. So may God keep you and give you sound peace. Follow your intuition. And it's time for you to teach the taker and not allow the taker to take. And hopefully that makes sense, Aquarius. I love you. I'm here whenever you need. Don't forget love is kind and don't forget love is gentle, Aquarius. Until we meet again.